Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tier Sports. It's Monday, so that you know what that means. We're going to dive into the MLB quick here. I'm Spencer. No, wait. No, I'm Victor. Spencer, not able to make it today, so we won't have our baseball expert, which means we will have our second best. No, Brett's not here either? Okay. Well, I guess you guys are stuck with me covering baseball for the day. Let's pray for all of us. But no, we'll get through this, and you guys can get a quick rundown of the recent news that happened in the MLB this past week, along with an update on how the divisions are playing out, how the wild card's going to look a little bit, and even how our stats are doing for right now. So, with that, the Orioles' Jonathan Villar hits for a cycle this past week, fifth cycle in MLB this year. So, congrats to him. It's definitely no small feat anytime a player can do this, and it will definitely be one he remembers. The Mariners, Tim Beckham is facing a suspension. So, going in prior to this suspension, he was batting 237 with 15 homers and 47 RBIs. So, although maybe not an all-star, it's definitely something that they will miss, and we will see how the Mariners do while he was uh, in or serving out that suspension. The Yankees set a single-season record for home runs against a single opponent with their 49th against the Orioles this season. Definitely not a great look for the Orioles. So thankfully, one of their guys was able to hit a cycle, because otherwise this would just be a crapshoot for them. But credit to the Yankees. I mean, they have a lot of home run hitters, so it's definitely something when you have all those players on a team and you get to see it pay off for them, like it has here with all their home runs and how they're doing as a season. At least they know all the money they're investing is worth it. Bo Bichetti becomes the first player to double in 9 straight games, and let's keep in mind he's only played 11 games thus far. That's insane that he has been able to do that, so keep it up, Bo. You don't know Bo, and we'll see if he can make it 10 in his next game. Joe Panic is expected to sign with the Mets after being designated for assignment and in the wake of the Robinson Cano injury. So we never like to see players go down in sports. The best part of the game is when we get to see the best players play against each other, whether it's for your team or against your team. But there's always, whenever there is injuries, there always becomes opportunities for other guys. So we'll see how Panic is able to do while up in this spot, at least for the time being. Now, with that, we're going to do a quick rundown of stat leaders. Hitting first, batting averages. There are 3 guys batting all over 330 this year. Jeff McNeil at 337 is leading the race, with Brian Reynolds and Christian Yelich hitting 335. Home run leaders, we have in first place 2 people tied, Mike Trout and Christian Yelich at 39, with Cody Bellinger and Pete Alonso right behind them at 38. So it's a tight race between the 4 of them, all for home runs. And then also on the hitting side, RBI leaders, we have 4 people kind of in the top tier. Freddie Freeman with 95, Eduardo Escobar with 94, Josh Bell with 93, and Mike Trout with 92. So credit to these guys for being everybody over the 90 mark. We have 2 guys tied at 90, but other than that, everybody else just below. So unless one of those 2 guys can catch up, it really looks like a race between these 4, with every game meaning something as far as who will take home the RBI record. Now on to pitching stats. First, we're going to look at ERA and all the competition, but not really, because there's one guy, Hyun Jin Ryu, has an ERA of 1.45, and nobody else is even close. That's incredible for him, so hopefully he can keep that up, and we'd love to see it. Would love to see a couple other pitchers kind of work their way into that zone, but right now this is his race to lose. As far as wins go, we have 5 pitchers all in their own top category, with Justin Verlander and Domingo German as at 15 apiece for wins. And then we have Steven Strasburg, Lance Lynn, and Garrett Cole at 14 each, right behind them. So, with that, we're going to jump into standings and see kind of how things are playing out. First in the AL. In the AL East, the Yankees are in first by 8.5 games. So Not a great look for the rest of the AL East, but the Yankees seem to be running away with that. In the AL Central, we have the Indians and Twins tied at the exact same record, so we'll see who can kind of inch their way forward there and sneak out uh, the division title along with the other one going into most likely a wild card game. And then in the AL West, the Astros are in the lead by 10 games. So just like the Yankees, kind of in a tier of their own within that division. Um, we said the Indians and Twins. One will win the division. The other right now will be in a wild card situation. And then also fighting to be in that wild card picture are the Rays and the Athletics. Now, as we go into the NL, first in the NL East is the Braves by 6.5 games. So not quite near how the Yankees and Astros had their own tier, but that's a solid amount for the Braves with how little of the season we have left. In the NL Central, the Cubs are ahead by 2 games with the Cardinals right behind them, and the Brewers only a half game back from the Cardinals. So it looks to be a close race right there in the NL Central, as it has been for the past couple years between these teams. We'll kind of see how it plays out, but right now, although the Cubs have a 2 game lead, it is anybody's division still, especially between those three. And then finally, fighting tough competition out there in the West, the Dodgers have a 19 game lead on their division title, so it's pretty safe to say that that'll work out for them. So in that wild card picture, definitely look as whoever the two teams are from the NL Central that don't win the division title could be even facing each other in that game. With that, that concludes this episode for Top Tier Sports for MLB Monday. Thank you for tuning in. I know I will not be as good as Spencer on this subject, but please like, comment, smash that subscribe button. Let me know how I did. Let me know what else you want to hear from us. And make sure you tune in each day of the week as we try and release a new sports video for you guys here on Top Tier Sports. Own the Beer League Bench Talk.